Holy nostalgia.
On today's first Nostalgia Test mini episode, we figure out whether or not the swing dance resurgence of the 90s will get its own Nostalgia Test episode. Zoot Suit Riot!
Throw back a bottle of beer.
Here we go,
And
man.
I'm just going to say that's the end of the show. We don't need a full episode. Goodbye. All right, Dan.
All right,
This
here we
is
go.
new. Here we go. Mini
Yes.
episodes. So
Yeah.
you got the timer because let's not go past 15 minutes because you shouldn't have to talk about swing
So
for
here we
more than
go.
that.
Yeah. So
Anyone who's into swing,
yeah.
yeah.
Let's just the mini episodes. We're gonna start doing a lot of mini episodes. The first
Okay.
kind of like now this is going to be of should we be doing a full nostalgia episode about whatever topic we choose, whether it's going to be about a movie, a music, a resurgence of some fad like swing dancing, which we're going to talk about, and even inside that, because there's a lot of things inside the swing dance resurgence that happen that actually we might go that deserves its own episode, but not the whole thing.
Oh, let's go. Convince
Yeah.
me. Do you want to? That's the thing. Do you want to?
This has been coming up for me, thinking like it was like this huge thing, right? So
It
like
was a thing.
Yes.
Angeline went to classes.
Wow. That's amazing.
And there was like swing dance themed nights at bars and shit.
So in the 1920s to the 1940s, swing dance was huge. This was everything. You got the Charleston, the Lindy Hop, you had the Balboa, you had all sorts of dances happening during the 1930s, which originated mostly in Harlem during the Harlem Renaissance, and then it came down into everyone else started doing this, right? So the music was huge, everybody's doing this, and then you have, and not to get too far
in Karate
into
Kid
it,
too, there was like a whole
That's
scene.
Right.
Yeah.
What about there was also the movie Swing Kids, which was a great film about the 1930s,
but didn't that
Nazi
bring
Germany and everything as well. So that was a huge.
Didn't that kind of usher in ska?
So here's the thing. Now comes 1989, right? The roots of the swing revival, according to Wikipedia, generally trace back to 1989, which saw the formation of several of the scene's most prominent figures, right? Royal Crown Review, Big Bad Voodoo Daddies.
Boom.
Then you have also this came around also during the rockabilly era. And so you have rockabilly becoming huge again as well.
Boss Tones.
There you go. Exactly. Rockabilly in the 50s, right? You have all this type of music.
Yeah.
Right? Elvis Presley.
That was
Johnny
in
Burnett,
Clueless. They had a whole thing.
Exactly.
Yes,
so
the dude was like, the gay guy was dressed in that style.
1994, The Mask definitely had Royal Crown Review made a cameo. You have Swing Kids in 1993. And then 1996, the American comedy Swingers, featuring Vince Vaughn and, oh God, why am I blanking on the other guy's name? Huge. And the huge guy doing all the Marvel stuff
chef.
right now. I'm going to, hold on. Jon Favreau. Jon Favreau, Ron Livingston, Heather Graham, all in that movie. Classic. Big Bad Voodoo Daddies was in that. And it was filmed at the Derby, where the Derby was a huge place in LA, which is still, I believe still exists, where they did swing dancing. And you had bands like the Squirrel Nut Zippers, the Brian Setzer Orchestra. You have the Big Bad Voodoo Daddies, like I said.
Where'd they go?
The Cherry Poppin' Daddies, remember them?
Yeah. They were everywhere.
But then, and then in 1998, you have the Gap commercial that came out with the Big Bad Voodoo Daddies, and they were swing dancing during the Gap commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Now, all this to be said, at some point after 1998, it seems like it was gone.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, people got rid of their khakis. People stopped swing dancing. The
doors were thrown away.
People started to hate ska.
Yes.
And we got into 2000s, and it's emo and boy bands and frosted tips.
Yes. Skanking was put away.
So now here we are.
Okay.
It's 2024. I think I had the Big Bad Voodoo Daddies album. I had the Squirrel Nut Zippers album. I had Brian Setzer Orchestra album.
You liked this a lot.
I liked the music.
It was very fun.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Did you?
Back a bottle of beer, running.
Throw back a bottle of beer.
Yeah. Yeah. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never really got into swing dancing. I thought there was a lot
No,
of steps that come along with that, and there's a thing,
steps.
and you have to like. I feel like with swing dancing, I want basically everything. If you're not in it, fully in it, never gonna get it.
No,
You
it
got to live
never.
that
No.
style, just like breakdancing in the Olympics. Yeah, it's part. It's got to be part of it, bro.
The fuck, we'll cover that on nostalgia
Did you
testimonies.
see my post I
But
put up?
no, I did,
I just did a cut between the Australian breaker and me dancing. I said I've been training for years. I want to be on the next team.
dude.
Yeah. Anyway,
Between the guy,
I feel
no.
bad because they cut it out. They cut it out of the Olympic sports for next team.
Oh,
Yeah. I watched the gold medal. I thought it was cool. I was like, they did a really good job. Anyways,
yeah,
not to get on that tangent. So in
dancing.
swing dancing.
Love the music. I used to listen to it a lot, and I actually wanted to learn how to do this. I was like, I think I could do this. I think,
Yeah.
but then
You would be probably a really good swinger. You're tall, you got some strength in you,
yeah,
upper body. So you
but
can toss,
Batman,
right? Because you need to be able to flip her.
and that's the thing. There's a lot of flipping and
Yeah.
jumping and
It was a
choreography.
workout.
It
It's a
was a
workout.
real workout with a chain wallet and baggy khakis.
Yeah, forget about sweating to the oldies. RIP. You got to be sweating to the swings.
You got to be sweating too. Baby, baby, look like we're going to have. I, but does it deserve its own episode?
I don't know. I wanted to say no, but then I'm thinking in my head, should we listen to a couple albums and see where it goes?
See,
And just
that's the
like,
thing. Do we do so we in this we have the actual craze, which we could
yeah,
actually possibly have some sort of scholar come on to talk about this. If
yeah,
there are any international scholars or any scholars out there that want to come on
that
and
I
talk
would do.
about,
I'd do a 101,
yeah,
101 swing. Yeah. And then in that, maybe put like top 10 swing songs of all
yeah.
times.
And then you have the movies and you have
Yes.
swing kids and you have swingers. So a lot of stuff happened around swing dancing in the 90s that seemed like and Clueless, a movie we haven't done yet, also
No.
on the
And you
podcast.
love it.
It's a
You've
good
been wanting to do
movie.
that one for a long time.
Yes,
Yeah.
that
It's so funny that it is in that movie too. Like
yeah,
it was enough of a zeitgeist that it got put into one of the biggest movies of the 90s.
absolutely. It's so weird to think that like during our time that we had this resurgence, right? Like during our time, like as kids in high school, right? So this is the
Yeah.
mid 90s. Like we're in high school that this
Will
was
it come
going
back?
on. And that's the other thing. Do we
Because
think
90s
something
are
like
coming
this will
back.
come
So
back?
like, like high top high. Did you notice that recently kids are wearing their socks all the way up to past their ankles? Like they're
Yeah,
pulling them up. Yeah.
I
That's a
noticed
thing
that.
now. Yeah.
Ankle socks are out. I
Mm-hmm.
still wear them though. I like ankle
I
socks and
like
no
ankle
show.
socks.
Yeah,
Fuck
no
that.
one's gonna take my no show socks.
Yeah. No one, everyone's showing off their socks.
So
So
will everyone then show? And since the pants are getting baggy again, and khakis, baggy khakis are right there. They're ready to come back. You know what I
yes.
mean? Chain
Yes.
wallets, rockabilly could be coming back real soon. Who knows,
They
right?
might.
All I'm
You're right.
hoping is that steampunk doesn't come back. But if we're gonna have something, I guess rockabilly swing, I'm okay
Steampunk
with
is
it.
still a genre in like the comic book eras and stuff like that.
It's just like a lot of gears, right?
There's a lot of stuff. It's like futuristic gear stuff. It's like the industrial age never went past a certain
Yeah.
thing, but then it's like futuristic technology. Yeah.
Do you know when you said
Ange and
dancing?
Lee went to classes and shit. When I first met them, they were like swingers. They freaking used to go, not like that, but they used to go to dance class and stuff.
Wow. Do
Yeah.
they still do it?
No, but like they were into it for a while,
Mm.
like big time.
So you think at Lithology, if you had a swing night, that you can get people to swing it up?
Ironically, maybe 10.
10.
I'm sure, Dan, there's something for everyone, right? I'm sure that there's a swing meetup to keep
Mm.
swing alive.
Mm.
I'm sure. Question is, will swing make it to, because like right now, country pop is a big thing. So like, you got to get past the country pop, which may take a while,
Hmm.
because it took a while for country pop to come in. Because now all New York listens to country, where it used to not be. East Coast was not really a country. You heard it every once in a while, but now you see it. I think it could still happen Well, anything's possible. I think if you get something put into the zeitgeist some way, or you put it onto TikTok and someone's dancing to it the right way, you're getting swing. You're getting swing back. Hey, it's a fun time, and it's a workout.
It definitely is. It looks fun.
I just don't think it'll ever be as big as it was.
Yeah, that was like that was the craziest thing out of nowhere. It just became this big thing.
You were listening to that shit on like Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, Big Bad Voodoo blah blah blah. They were like on pop. Oh man, guys, it's been a late night. We just did a podcast. You should just do an episode of 15 minutes of just the drops.
I do have that big cut, that mega cut of drops that I made.
Love it. We should do that. And then be like, where did those drops come from? Which episode? Why people would know. Steve being one of them.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I would think that right now, I don't think we should make it a full episode unless it was a 101.
So you're putting in, this doesn't deserve its own episode yet.
No,
it is a 101. If we can get an expert to come on and talk about swing dance, the swing dance revival of the 90s.
Yes. And then in there, put top 10.
Maybe like a top 10 or top 5.
Yes. Let's do it. That's all I would do. That
seems right.
I would not do it as
what about the movie Swingers and Swing
That
Kids?
I would do.
That you would do.
I look at that as a definite, like, defining moment in the 90s.
Yes.
And a defining movie of Jon Favreau and
Vince Vaughn.
Like, I don't even think about it as the fact that it's called Swingers.
Yes.
Of the fact that it was like talking about that genre, more about how well written the movie was and how well they both did in that movie.
All right.
Well, you're talking about like Kevin Smith and John, like having the same kind of songwriting, screenwriting. What is it called? Dialogue was crazy.
Yeah,
the dialogue was crazy.
Absolutely. So, I think you're wrong. I think you're on to something, and I think I agree. If we can have an expert come on and talk about this pop culture resurgence and where they feel like that came from and anything that, like, I'm down to learn about that. But I don't think I have to do like a full swing dance album or big like episode like that, because the music's fine. It's just I don't really think it does pass the nostalgia test. Even if I think about it, it's very specific to a moment. And I think it would already just be nostalgic. Though a movie like Swingers, that's a whole other thing. Even if it wasn't like,
I'll do.
I don't think it has something to do with swing dancing. Yes, because of the cultural aspect of it. But the movie itself is its own entity. And I think that's a whole
There's a whole scene about NHL 94
that was the
and Blood. That scene is written
perfectly.
So good.
I've
seen clips of it online.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's go. Yeah. Vegas, baby. Vegas.
So that movie definitely will get a test. Swing dancing, a nostalgia 101. So if you're out there and you hear this and you know something about that, pop culturally, you're studying that, or you have something to say, definitely reach out. As the end of this mini episode, will swing dancing get its own episode? Unless it's a 101, no. It seems like at this point, we're here to say, let's do a 90s resurgence 101. But swing dancing, I'm sorry, it's the whole swing revival thing. Only if I'm learning about it. But I'm not sitting there listening to these albums.
I never had to knock on wood, but I know someone who has.
Manny, with these last 30 seconds, what do you have to say?
I gotta go get a wipe.
Everyone, thank you so much for joining us on the first mini episode. We will see you on many more mini episodes, and drop your thoughts about the swing dance revival, and we will get to you hopefully on this 101. Manny,
follow us and share, please. We're trying to get this thing out there and actually start making money doing this.
Share, everybody. Share it up.
Hey, where's my drop? I think I deserve a drop.
Everyone, have a good one. Peace.
Thanks for listening to today's episode. Please subscribe to the Nostalgia Test podcast to know when new episodes drop. Don't forget to leave us 5 stars and a positive review so more people can find the podcast. Share your thoughts and memories on today's topic on our Twitter at Nostalgia Test, and on Instagram at The Nostalgia Test. Tune in next time because you never know what pop culture will pop up on The Nostalgia Test.